Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys the new Chat GPT that literally has been out. I was about to say I've been using, but I've only been using it for just today. And I've been added to it, added to the beta. I guess it's a beta. I don't know if it's a beta. I don't know if you guys have access to it. Let me know. But this is the new GPT, and specifically I want to talk about how you could use it for print on demand. And I've noticed with the older one, like yesterday's version, maybe some of you guys still using that version, with that GPT, OpenAI started like controlling how many images can come out with DALL. And now they could come out a little more. So it's pretty cool what you can kind of do with this kind of stuff. So let me kind of show you how to use it. So if we go over here to this like explore button, GPT has these creations, I guess you can call them, like these GPT creations. And one of them is DALL. And as you guys know, who doesn't love DALL? It's the image creator. It's totally epic. I mean, I can't explain how awesome it is. You can create images with it. And then you have like a bunch of other stuff. You have classic, you have something called the negotiator, which helps you advocate for yourself to get better outcomes, which is mind-blowing. Here you have a cosmic dream, which is a visionary painter of digital wonder. I haven't tried that yet. Maybe I'll try it. I mean, just you have so many different things. Like you have the sticker maker called Sticker Whiz. Just so many different kind of cool things, and these come from like the applications. So I can create my own GPT, which is mind-blowingly insane. But more importantly, the cool thing about this is, well, you could use it for print on demand. And you know how we create different art, we have, different stuff going on. It just got better. Like, I just feel like it got better. And I want to show you what I mean. So, like, I'm using DALL here. It doesn't say DALL 3, but it's DALL 3. And I think it's, like, improved somehow. I can't explain it, but I think it's improved. And it's almost like I could tell it to create more art in a better kind of format. And you could actually use this to make money. And I want to kind of talk about that for a second. So, let's just say, for example, I wanted to make a cute cookie monster sticker design, like something like that, right? And I hit enter. It's going to come out with some images. It's going to spit out these images, and I'll like edit them and curate them and things like that. But I want to talk to you guys specifically how you can make money with this, right? I want you to imagine you own a business, you run a business, right? And you needed to hire a person to work for you. And you're paying that person a salary. And of course, that person, sometimes they'll make mistakes. They maybe won't understand you fully. You go through normal, natural things that you go through when it comes down to hiring someone, right? The cool thing about this, right? Like, first of all, look at how amazing that art is. But the cool thing about that is that that's the AI. I mean, think about that. That's the AI. They only know what information you give it. If I was to hire somebody today who is a virtual assistant, let's say, I have to go through some training. I have to explain to them certain things. And for ChatGPT, you do have to explain to them certain things. Like, I have to tell it what I want. But after it's created, I mean, think about all the opportunities, money-making opportunities you could take. Specifically from a print-on-demand standpoint, like our community, you can take this design, you could slap it on a t-shirt. Now, I don't know about this design specifically because I'm not sure if it's trademarked or what. I haven't looked into it. Maybe you guys can write me in the comments and let me know about the Cookie Monster. I mean, isn't that like a Sesame Street kind of character? I don't know. But you could put it on a t-shirt, right? You could put it on a hoodie, all kinds of clothing. You can make patterns out of the product, right? You can create different variations of the characters and create patterns. You can take the image and you can sell it as a digital file on Etsy. You could take the image, put it on clothing, and then sell the clothing on Etsy as well. You can apply it to all the different print-on-demand sites. You have your Zazzles, you have your Etsys, you have your TeePublics, your Redbubble. You have all these different platforms, right? You can sell the service on Fiverr to be able to create different works of art for people. There's so many opportunities. It's mind-blowingly insane. And I think truly, guys, we're at the pinnacle. We're at the peak here in time, this time in life where, and I'm sure past generations said stuff like this as well, but really, I believe we're at the peak to where it's not going to get better than this. Right now, we have technology for people like me and you to go out there and make something happen in business, right? We can make sales, we can make money. It's going to get to the point where this technology is so well known, right? I don't even want to use the word well known, but it's so intertwined within people's lives that it almost loses its value because everybody has access to it. There are still people on this planet Earth today that don't know about this software. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, there are people. And they don't know that it exists. And because they don't know, you have the ability to make money off of it. I want you to understand how important that is. If you, for example, create a listing on Fiverr, right, with a design like this, and you tell them, hey, I'll make character images the way you want them, let me know. Send, like on Fiverr, right? You make a Fiverr gig. And let's just say you charge cheap. Let's just say you don't even go expensive. You go real cheap. $5 an image, whatever the case may be. Well, if you're doing that, you can turn something into nothing. You can turn money into literally make money out of nothing, out of a software, right? Something you can't even touch. Well, think about over time, more and more and more people are going to know about this. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people in our space that know about it. But if I go to my neighbor, let's just say, and I ask him about this, he's not going to know what this is. Not a lot of people do know about what this is compared to the whole world. I know in our space, everybody knows about this stuff, but not everybody in the world knows about it yet. Of course, you got the new upcoming generation, the kids, they're really smart. The kids are insanely smart. They know about this, but the older generations don't, which creates an open market. And I'm not saying all the older generations. I mean, obviously, guys, take me with a grain of salt here. I'm talking about the people who are just simply not aware, who are not in our space, right? Maybe they're going to start their first business. They want a logo. Guess what? You can now be a seller of a logo, which once used to be, you needed to be a graphic designer. Like literally a couple of years, like last year, 2 years ago, you needed to be a graphic designer to do stuff like this. You don't need to be no more. And that's amazing to me. We all have opportunities, guys, that are mind-blowingly insane, literally insane. And I do think there's going to be a certain point in time, like I said, where this technology is, I don't want to say useless, but everybody's going to have it. And when everybody has it and everybody knows about it, that is going to kill the economy a lot. Like, it's going to kill it real bad. And what's going to happen is that there's less people going to be purchasing these things. But at the same time, there's going to be new things that emerge. But I don't know if it's going to be that simple to create income anymore in the future. I don't know, because the level of difficulty to make money, because of the technology level, right? Because of the technology level. And I'll give you an example. Like, do you guys remember when the radios came out? There was a few people that knew how to fix radios. There was a few people that knew how to, kind of engineer and kind of understand what's going on with them. And those were the people that made money off of the people that their radios broke, right? Back in the day, you were talking, could be over 80, maybe 80 years ago, right? People didn't always buy the new item. They would get their item replaced. If it was an automobile, right? Maybe not 80 years ago, but let's just say like 60 years ago, if it was an automobile, they wouldn't get that thing brand new. They wouldn't buy a new one once it broke down. No, they would get it fixed. In fact, especially in the cheaper, the lower financially plenty countries, so we're talking about, like, let's just use a country like Egypt, for example. You got people there who they'll buy a car in the year 1992, and they'll have it till this day and just keep fixing it when something breaks down. They don't just buy a new one. Transmission went out, they'll buy a new one. They'll fix it. The point that I'm trying to say is it's going to get to a point where right now we can make money off this stuff. It's going to get to a point where I think this is all going to disappear. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to be so difficult that with our brains, at least this is what I think, we're not going to be able to create the fix. We're not going to be able to find the solutions that can generate profit. I think the people at the very top are going to get a lot richer, and the people at the bottom are going to get a lot poorer. And it's about to get a lot harder for a lot of people. And I do think that this is the best it's possibly going to be. Like from now till maybe like the next few years, this is the absolute best it's going to be. I don't think it's going to get any better. So with that being said, I recommend really a call to action for everybody to go hard, man. Go hard. Do what you can do now to make as much money as you can now. And hopefully you could rest in the future. You could relax in the future because you never know. You might not get a chance to rest, but at least you get to use the spoils of now, the spoils that you earn now into the future, because there might not be that much in the future. Who knows? When one door closes, another opens. But at the same time, even though I'm excited for all this technology and this cool stuff, it closes other doors. And it would be unfortunate for a lot of people, especially in our circumstance, if the doors that we have that are open now end up being closed. And like I said, as technology advances, we all see how it happens. We all see what happens. Things are going to break down. Maybe in 10 years from now, there will be no such thing as, take your designs and upload it to Redbubble. Maybe that won't exist. Maybe it's pay for an AI to do that for you. I mean, who knows? Maybe even earlier than 10 years. Maybe a year from now, 2 years from now. Who really knows? I don't know. All I could say here, guys, is, man, it's a little nerve-wracking as to what is really going on when you think about it in the future. But all I could do is just focus on the now, focus on the here and now, and just make money doing that, That's all I could say. But this is really, really cool. I'm super excited about the new DALL. You guys can make money from this, the new GPT, excuse me. And I'm excited to experiment with some of these things. Really want to try some things out here like Cosmic Dream. I have no idea what this is. I'll say make me a poster. Or like I said, I never tried this before. But never really experimented with this. This is the first day. I'm gonna, I have some more work to do today for uploading and things like that, but I definitely want to test this out and try this out, and we'll see what comes of it. If you guys want to see more videos, and specifically me showing the Cosmic Dream tool, let me know. I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. All right, thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye.